This is something that China has created, and President Trump is trying to fix it.
Tough talk from Washington on the tariff tussle between the U.S. and China. Now, the White House economic advisor is saying we're not running a trade war. However, the Treasury Secretary says there is a potential for a trade war. Certainly a conflicting message, especially after Trump is threatening $1 billion in tariffs on Chinese imports. And China is vowing to fight back if that happens.
China's Commerce Ministry spokesperson telling reporters in Beijing the U.S. action was extremely unreasonable and exceedingly wrong. Today's sharp response following a week that saw the two sides going tit for tat on trade. On Wednesday, China unveiled a list of 106 U.S. goods from soybeans and whiskey to frozen beef and aircraft targeted for tariffs, just hours after the Trump administration proposed duties on some 1,300 Chinese industrial, technology, transport, and medical products. The Trump administration insisting the tough talk and threats are necessary to get China's attention.
Why has China gone 2 decades without making the changes that the entire world and the governing organization knows they've been breaking? Why do they continue that? Blame China. Don't blame the administration. Don't blame Japan. Don't blame Europe. Blame China, because they have to put their best foot forward and act like a world power.
Trump has admitted his tariff threat might cause the markets a little pain, but insisting the U.S. will be better off in the long run. That pain being felt today as U.S. markets tumbled as the trade rhetoric ramped up. But no one willing to say the two nations are headed for an all-out trade war.
We don't want it to come to that. The president wants us to move to a process of fairness, to free and fair and open trade.
And the U.S. also upping the ante today with Russia, announcing a new round of sanctions that strike directly at Russian President Vladimir Putin's inner circle. The sanctions leveled at 7 Russian tycoons, 12 Russian companies, and 17 senior government officials. One of Washington's most aggressive moves yet to punish Moscow for a range of activities, including alleged meddling in the 2016 U.S. election. Moscow not saying much about the new sanctions, and the White House insisting a future meeting between Trump and Putin is still possible.
As the president has said, he wants to have a good relationship with Russia, but that's going to depend on some of the actions by the Russians. However, at the same time, the president is going to continue to be tough until we see that change take place.